down, everything is fine. Relax, relax harder. I said relax! It's been a while since I just sat down and spoke with you. I've been so busy this past few lifetimes. God, when was the last time I had free time? And that leads me to why I am here. Yes, sit down, shut up, the funny Vtuber is talking. Now, there's a reason I hate talking about the past, and you are about to find out why. So, many years ago, there was this dumb kid who would always do what he was told and would excel at it, obedient and articulated. But then, one day, he was met with a challenge that no one ever taught him how to face. He was suspected to have a multiple personality disorder. He had all the symptoms: memory loss, stress eating, loss of identity, depression. It's always depression. Can we cure depression? How long has it been? So, in an attempt to fix this, he made 3 attempts on his life. He had no idea what he was doing or what was wrong with him. All he knew was that he wanted the pain to go away. However, it only got worse. With each passing day, his suffering only grew, exponentially so actually, until one day, in the middle of class, he cracked. He could no longer speak, move, or even write. So he was put into isolation. They thought he was sick. This was during the peak of COVID after all, so precautions had to be taken. So he was left alone, locked in a box, at the peak of a mental episode, which is probably the worst time to be locked up alone with your own thoughts. But on that day, in that room, with no voice left to scream, he fell to his knees, and someone else stood back up in his place. He realized that in order to fit in this world, he needed to kill off every shred of kindness in his heart, so that his pain would finally come to an end. And he named this new person who stood back up in his place, Skye. And so, the person he was left behind, locked in that very same room. Or was he? You see, things aren't quite that simple, because to this day, part of that person who was left behind still remains. Even right now, at this very moment, I'm not quite sure which one of those people I am. Am I the person who fell to their knees in weakness and sorrow? Or am I the person who rose back up in hate? Hardship, pain, suffering, it forces you to change, to adapt. Now, I can't say for better or for worse. I hoped I've changed for the better, since with each scar, I had to learn something new. Because time doesn't heal our wounds. It simply teaches us how to live with pain. Almost everyone I had ever cared about is dead or gone. And if I can somehow sit here today and tell you these stories with a smile on my face, then why can't you? I'm not saying start a channel and tell people on the internet your personal stories. That's not what I'm saying. Don't do that! What I am saying is, I have no idea what situation you're in, or the things you might be going through. But the fact of the matter is, no matter what situation you're in, all I want to see is you coming out of it a better and stronger you. Don't do what I did and try to kill off who you are. Even if you did manage it, part of that person you were will always remain with you, leaving one of your eyes to see the world for what it is, and the other for what it could be. Why do I sound so old? Now, why am I telling you all this? Well, I made some of you worry. I would tell stories of my past and people would freak out. Guys, calm down, everything is okay. Stop it! Don't worry about me. And remember, no matter what happens, always use what you've learned to become great. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye! It's been a while since I just sat down and spoke with you. I've been so busy these past